and welcome to my studio. My name is Vanessa Mary. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make this very cool and easy 3D sculpture. Come on over and I'll show you the supplies we need. Okay, to get started, you will need some popsicle sticks, a pair of scissors. Now kids, have your parents help you cut down a few of your popsicle sticks. I'll show you why in just a second. You'll need some glue, black paint, a paintbrush, a piece of styrofoam for your base of your sculpture, and some of these beautiful mylar sheets. The first thing you're going to want to do to get ready to make this sculpture is take those popsicle sticks and with a parent's help, cut a few of them in half. We're going to need to make at least 3 shapes out of our popsicle sticks. You can see I have a triangle, a square, and a rectangle in the back. So I've cut 1, 2, 3 popsicle sticks in half, and then I've also cut down a few for the stems that I stick into the styrofoam. So go ahead and cut a few of those popsicle sticks down in size, and then we're going to get ready to paint them black. Now that you have your popsicle sticks cut down and painted black, we're going to go ahead and let those dry, then take them out and start creating some shapes. So go ahead and play around with them, see what shapes you like. Like I said, I have a triangle, I have a square, I have a rectangle. Remember that all our shapes are going to need a stick to stick them into our styrofoam base with too. So go ahead and put some shapes together, create what you like for shapes. They don't need to be exactly the same as mine. And those popsicle sticks don't need to be right even on the bottom. They can have different angles, like you see this one goes a little crooked. The one behind it is connected on a corner too. So you can make these have some fun shapes. When we're gluing our popsicle sticks, it does not take a lot of glue. We're just going to be putting a tiny little dab of glue in those corners. So just a little dot will do you of glue. We don't want so much because then it takes a long time to dry. So just little dots of glue in those corners. Line up your popsicle sticks. Try and keep them fairly even. So remember I said about 3 shapes is best. So I have my rectangle, my triangle, and I'm going to create one more shape here, and then I'm going to set these aside and let them dry. So remember, just a little dab of glue. Don't forget to get that stem on your shape. That's the part that we need for sticking it in to our base, and that can be any shape or size stem. You just want to make sure it's big enough that you can stick it into that base of styrofoam. While your popsicle sticks are gluing, we're going to grab some more black paint on our plate here, stick our styrofoam base down, and we're going to start painting out that styrofoam base too. Now that I have my base painted, I'm going to set that aside and allow that to dry and move back to my popsicle sticks. Again, you have all your different shapes that you've glued. You can make hexagons, octagons, pretty much anything. I've made some simple shapes here. I didn't forget to put that stem on. I have these all dry now, so I'm going to take them and flip them over. I've flipped all my popsicle sticks over so the stem is on the down side facing the table. And now I can take my cellophane sheets, and I like to glue these on first, and then when they're dry again, come around and cut them. So I like to line them up right on the edge of the popsicle sticks, and this takes very little glue. I usually just take a dot of glue and run my finger along that whole edge. You don't want a lot of glue because that plastic doesn't have that glue dry as quickly as I would like for a project, but it does look nice when you just have a little bit of glue there holding that cellophane in place. So take the glue, rub it so it's not too thick. You don't need a lot. Again, you can see I'm using very little glue on this whole thing. Rub that glue in. Now, like I said, you could trace and then cut out your cellophane first, but I like to do it this way. So then when I come in, make sure your cellophane's nice and clean, and you're just gonna line up at least one edge so you have less to cut here. Line up that one edge and set it down. Let it dry again. Do it to your next 2 pieces. So I've glued all my cellophane down onto my shapes. I'm going to let them dry. That's the most important part of this project, is letting everything dry really well in between each step. So once this is dry, I'm going to come and just cut out around my shapes, and then we'll be ready to assemble our project. For my sculpture, I made it all one-sided, so my backs don't have popsicle sticks. You can see that they're open in the back there. You can, if you would like, go ahead and paint out extra popsicle sticks and then glue them on the back once your cellophane is dried, and have them viewable from all different angles. So mine, again, I left just one-sided, but you have the option of painting out more popsicle sticks and doing both sides. Once your cellophane is dry and once your styrofoam base is dry, you could start assembling your sculpture. Now, in assembling the sculpture, you want to remember that these all have different heights, and if you want certain ones in the back or the front to be viewed, it's nice and simple to put it together. You're actually just going to hold it to the styrofoam and just push down. You can hear that made a sound. Now remember, if you did not do both sides of those and you only have one side, you want to make sure all those black sides are facing front. And also, you want to balance this. You don't want to put everything off to the side so that this is really heavy on one side. You want it to have a nice composition. So go ahead and stick your popsicle sticks in. I don't even need glue. They'll hold just fine like that. And I've got a great little sculpture that you can look through and see all those different layers. Hope you had fun making this project. We'll see you next time.